Okay. I will be grabbing a quick drink, and then we will be getting right to it as normal. So, I will be back momentarily. All right. We are back. And possibly for the... Well, actually not possibly. We definitely are going to be done with Elden Ring tonight. So, with that in mind, let me do one last thing before we get going, and then we will be off to the proverbial races, as it were. Okay, so we are all set to go now. It's kind of a bittersweet thing because I've enjoyed this playthrough of Elden Ring. I really have. So I'm kind of sad to see it going, but at the same time, we'll be moving on to other stuff. So there'll be more good times to be had there. So, all right. So, time to head on in. All right. And here we are, with only 3 things left to do. And they're all directly up that staircase back there. So I'm gonna rest here before we get going, because I didn't quite remember to do that last time. Hey, Red, what's up? Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate it. So yeah, this is it. It's we've got the boss right in there, and then the 2 bosses right after that, and then we are done with Elden Ring finally. So after Elden Ring, next Sunday we'll be starting on Bloodborne, so that'll be fun. Bloodborne is always a great time, and it is definitely it's a definite change of pace from Elden Ring, with like the setting and everything. And who is this? Oh, it's Nefelilu. That's right. I forgot you could summon her for this fight. You know what? For thematic purposes, sure. Sure, why not? The descendant of the first king gets to fight the first king. It's poetic in a way. All right. So let's see what we've got.
It's been a long while, Morgoth. Long and hard didst thou fight, tarnished warrior, spurned by the grace of gold.
Hey Zach, how's it going?
Be assured the Elden Ring resteth close at hand. Alas, I am returned. To be granted audience once more. Upon my name as Godfrey, the first Elden Lord.
Hey Vess, thanks for dropping in, and how I intend to. God, he is a big lad. Rolled into that one. That's okay though. Ooh. That frostbited him. That's good. Oh, I was stunned by it. Alright. Oh. We got the cutscene anyway. Oh, we got the cutscene anyway.
That will be all.
No, I want to see the cutscene in full proper instead of when I'm about to immediately die afterwards. We will get the proper cutscene on the next one. I do love how that's a thing that can happen though. Just because of the way the game is coded, you can die right as you do enough damage and it still plays anyway. Sure, we'll grab you again, just because. I feel it's only right that Nefeli gets to fight her great-granddad. expecting that second part to actually hit me, if I'm being honest. Alright, there we go. Very clean on this one. Now we can watch this whole thing proper.
That will be all. Thou didst me good service, Siraj. I've given thee courtesy enough. Now I fight as Horaloo.
Welcome to the Slam Jam, courtesy of Horaloo. God, that does so much damage. For a slam attack, it is absurd. Ooh.
Brave, tarnished, thy strength befits a crown.
Thank you for being an absolutely wonderful distraction, Nefeli. Also, congratulations on committing... What is the word for... I know patricide is for killing a parent, but I'm not sure if that applies to grandparents. Either way, good job on that. Yeah, this has been... Like, on one hand, I'm a little sad that his fight ended so quickly. On the other hand, I can understand why. I am a magic build, and that does a lot to him. That, and it's also probably a good thing it didn't go on for too long, because if he manages to grab you, that is just the end. That man, once he has a hold of you, does not let go. He's like a gorilla. A very large gorilla. Kind of like a silverback on steroids, now that I think about it. So. And now we're on to the next portion. This is where suffering begins. Because I know Radagon and the boss right after that are... One is practically immune to miracles, and the other one, I think, flat out is immune to them and might even heal off of them if memory serves. I don't know how well they fare against magic, though. So that is the thing there, is I'm not sure whether I'm going to be chunking them the way I was Godfrey, or if I'm going to be really struggling with them. Either way, let's go ahead and enter the light. Rajang moment indeed. God, the music, it hits hard every time. It's so good every time. Okay, magic does a lot. He also does a lot, so evens out, I suppose. Okay, I know that hit it. There we go. Oof. That has a slightly longer wind-up than I thought. Okay, so magic does a lot. That was only 3 swings of Dark Moon Greatsword that did that much. That is a lot more damage than I was expecting, if I'm being honest. But oh man, I love that cutscene for one, because it's a great reveal for like lore stuff, and two, every time the music kicks in for this fight, it is just so good. Like, it never fails to be amazing. I don't plan on watching the cutscene every time, though, as good as it is. So. Wow, he only took like 40 damage there for a second. I don't know why. Oof. Yeah, I rolled too early on that one. I wonder why he only took damage after the second hit that time. I wonder if he maybe has a defense buffer for the first few seconds during the fight. Because the first hit did 43 and the second one did 807. So there's definitely something going on there. I'm not sure what, though. It is interesting regardless. I could technically probably make this fight go extremely fast by summoning Teach, but I don't want to. Radagon, I'm content to struggle with, if that becomes the case. The thing that comes after it, though, just because of the fact that you can't use the horse in that fight, The thing that comes afterwards, that I will probably summon Teach for, just so that even if I can't keep up with it, someone can. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Could have been worse, I'll admit. Okay, there's that delay. Ran out right then too. That's unlucky because I don't think he's gonna give me a chance to use it again. Well, I won't call that a chance to use it, but I'll take it. There was 2 explosions on that time. Interesting. That might have been a health-related thing in that case. Because normally it only does 1, but he might have been low enough that it gained a secondary effect. Regardless, technically just means more enjoyment of a really good soundtrack. I think I will try and go for the immediate moon cast again, though. Yeah, that only did 40 damage. That is interesting. Oh. He got the grab. Am I alive? No. Okay, so I actually managed to see through all of the particle effects and stuff that time to see what was happening. He parried it. He parried the moon. Because I guess he apparently has the, like, Golden Order parry just on his hand? So, yeah, that's... I understand what's happening now. So there is that. I'll admit, on my first playthrough of the game, I never really gave him a chance to parry. The man did not get many opportunities to attack. From you for a second. That'll do. I don't want to be right next to you. I don't know how that didn't hit me. I know how that did, though. You're not gonna give me a chance to rebuff this, are you? No. Yeah, oh, the explosion on it. Okay, so that right there is, I think that's about 60% health. That's enough for him to start doing his phase 2 stuff. Okay. not willing to summon Teach for this fight, but I would be willing to summon, like, Loodle. Because Loodle is just a defense summon. Because I will say, while magic is extremely effective, I don't really ever have the opportunity to cast any with him. He does not like me doing things that take a long time, like, you know, that, for instance. We'll see, though. I'll give it a few more tries before I think of doing anything else. I will be using one of my summons for the next boss, though, just because I feel it's appropriate that they've been with me through the entire game. They should be there at the end. Can I be knocked off the edge in this fight? I don't know. Come on. Get back up. Too early there. That's gonna cost me. Oh, he did it before I could even drink. Is very heavily reliant on attacks that sweep from upper right to bottom left, which is reversed for me. Like, all of his attacks come from kind of that angle, so staying on his right side, my left, seems like the best option, at least with this build. I do not have the mobility of my other character, so I can't get away with some of the stuff that I would normally do. No moon this time. Yep. Oh, I rolled too soon on that one. That was going really good, though. So yeah, trying to stay on his right side is where I definitely need to be. Oh, I love this game so much. The aesthetics are fantastic, the sound design is great, the music is phenomenal, and story is also really good. I'm not gonna bother with the flask buff just yet. I think I'm gonna hold off on that for this one and just do this, since he has to get out of his fancy man pose. up to that. He really does not give you time to attack, though. I did learn an interesting thing about the like attack reading and stuff in this because of Zuli, who does amazing work in uncovering like how things work and things we don't know and stuff like that about the Souls games and Elden Ring since it came out. But interestingly enough, the way input reading works with the bosses in particular is that they can recognize the use of the flask from the moment you start the animation. So like when I reach behind my back to grab the flask and start drinking, they can then immediately start to do something as soon as that animation starts. So it's not input reading per se, because input reading would be they start to do something the instant you press the button, but it is very similar, and in most cases you're not going to notice the difference, which is why a lot of people have said that like how quickly bosses and enemies react to what you do is kind of unfair at times. It's just that it's not input reading, it's just very close. That wasn't worth it. Always roll too early on that. He has the bad habit of holding his swing for 5 minutes like Morgoth. That aside, though. I think, ironically, I do almost equivalent amounts of damage to what he does to me. I just don't... I don't have the equivalent health. That's the thing. And now that I think about it, there is a talisman that I could throw on that would probably help immensely with this and the next fight. I'll do it after this one, though. Okay, there we go. Oh. That did a lot of damage. That was, I'm actually kind of impressed by that amount of damage, if I'm being honest. I'm thinking about that. Let's see, I can drop... I want to keep those two on. So I think I can drop this for that. Electric Talisman, yeah, holy damage negation. That buffs my holy damage negation by 15 points. So yeah, that is definitely worth it. Because I'm almost positive that Radagon and the next boss are all holy damage. So yeah, that's actually really nice to have on. Do I have anything else that I could swap out before I walk through that fog door again? I suppose I could swap this out for... Oh, but Pearl, that'd give me a heavy load instead of a medium one. I'd have to drop something. I could unequip Helfen Steeple. I don't really use it all that much. I use Helfens for mobs, and I'm only fighting bosses right now. I suppose I can do that. So that's an extra... Whew, that's spicy. That is an extra, like, 8 points in everything. I wish I had the physical defense one, though. I don't remember where to get it, and I don't really feel like going all the way back to wherever it is to get it at this point. I don't think it's really worth it. But yeah, that's extra. That's 44 in holy damage negation now. That is very nice. Is there anything else I could do? I could wear the Halleck tree set. Weighs a lot more though. But I could wear the Halleck tree set. Nah. I'm not going to go that far for it. I could, but I'm not going to. Swapping out the talismans, I think, is as far as I need to go for that kind of thing. Just out of range. Alright. Oh, I rolled into that. Alright, there we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Alright, not bad. This is gonna hurt. He missed. Okay. Okay. Oop. Sir, quit with the lightning bolt. Oh. I think I got just far enough away from him that it stuck him in a long-range animation, or like long-range combat like mode. That was a good run though. The extra holy damage negation was very useful there. Alright, let's see. I don't have the time to use that. I might have enough time to do one of those, though. Or I could just try and hit him with that at the beginning of the fight, and... yeah, let's do that. There's a couple times I have enough time to do that. This... That goes a long ways. Alright, you're close to me again, that's good. Come on. There we go. That is a grab, but he didn't hit me with the grab part of it, just... Alright. I fumbled that. I can just barely see the magic pixel of his health. I could just barely see it. Wasn't necessarily a great run anyway. I ate a lot of hits from his teleportation on that one. And that forced me to burn quite a few of my health pots. Alright, we are gonna do that again though. Just with that setup of come on. I was hoping you would try an input read, but you didn't. I'm tempted to just reset. You know what? Actually, yeah, go ahead. That was not a good run. I ate a lot of hits there. So we'll just reset that one. Give it a fresh start, because I don't want to burn potions that soon. Because unfortunately, between this boss and the next one, you don't get a break. So whatever stuff you have left when you finish this one, you have when you start the next one. So... this one is less about the difficulty of the boss and more just the fact that you have to try and manage your resources for the second part. Oh, that got me on the backswing. I didn't realize that didn't happen with that one. Well, I suppose it makes sense. There's technically a giant spike coming off of the back of it. It's hard to see, but it is there. Okay, let's do this. And away we go. Yeah, he's got to follow up on the slam now. I messed up the timing on those. That's interesting. I think I got hit by the other one. No. Not that time. It's an alright attempt, though. Okay. I do. God, this game is gorgeous, though. Oh, I forgot to swap to. I forgot to swap to the staff before this. Alright, there we go. That is huge this early. That's alright. That's also okay. Oh, I hate that attack when I'm right under him. Because I can't see where he's aiming when I'm directly under him like that. Attack wouldn't be too... That is honestly one of the rare cases where a jumping attack, you don't want to be directly under them. Like with Melania's, for example. Melania, if you're directly under her when she starts doing waterfowl dance, it is just suffering to try and get her to not land directly on you. With him, on the other hand, it's the opposite. You want to be... You want to be far away from him instead of under him. Gotta set back on the potion. Thankfully, the only thing I really have to worry about magic-wise, at least for this portion of the boss rush, is this first spell here. Everything after that is all sword. Heal. didn't come at me. Interesting. That hit me. Alright, now I can heal. Yeah, can't get near him during that. That grab still gets you, even if you're behind him. That's good to know. Okay. Yeah, see you, Red. Have a good night, man. Yeah, that is interesting. That grab still gets you, even from directly behind him. Okay. So yeah, I don't have any choice but to back up from him when he starts doing that. I wanted to try and stay as close to him as possible to get free hits in, but it would appear that there's a certain range to, depending on how close you are, that lets him still hit you. Fun. All right. Rolled into that one. It's okay. Either I'm just continuously getting very lucky, or that, like, stomp that he does doesn't actually do damage. That's unfortunate. Rolled too early. And now I can heal. I got too greedy there. The hardest thing about the second phase isn't his wide sweeping attacks or his heavy attacks, it's the teleport. Because I'm pretty sure he can do almost any attack out of the teleport. And that makes it very hard to know what's coming. I either have to be decently far away for the teleport, or I have to be very on point with my blocks. Both of which are difficult at the speed at which the teleport activates. That time he just decided to eat it. Wow, he tried comboing me. Lots of gold. wide swipe that time. So yeah, he can definitely do the wide swipe and the, like, lunge out of the teleport. I think it just depends on what range you are from him, which one he ends up doing. Consistently getting him down to, like, 25-30% health, though. I did not mean to do that. I meant to do that. Misinputs. Yay. Oh well. It's not a big deal. It's not like I'm going to be using that much anyway. The big thing is just that I get that buff, or that debuff on him. Try and get as much stagger damage in as I can. Ooh, that has a little bit of wider of an arc than I thought it did. And for the frostbite. Alright. There we go. I'm gonna take the opportunity to do that. Nope, I rolled too early. I rolled when he hit the ground, not when it got to me. That's fine, though. So it takes about 4 jumping attacks, give or take a couple random ones, to stagger him. Actually, I have a thing for that. I don't think that's doing me much good, but let's see, charge attacks. Oh, where is it? Hence jump attacks. There we go. That'll help. I don't know how much it enhances them, though. But it should still be something. Alright. One. Two. I always roll that instead of jump. I didn't really need to heal there, but better safe than sorry. Yep, 4. Alright. Got that down to a science now. Couldn't hit him there. Take 3. Stay as close to him as possible. He's much worse the farther away from him I am. Nope, not this time, buddy. Alright, phase 2, let's go. Now the real fun begins. Say hello to the Elden Beast. What is essentially a galaxy given form. And what will 100% kill me if I'm not careful. Oh, it had to do that. Come on, reach it. This boss is so mobile for this arena. Ooh, okay, that was close. Every time. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to... Ow. I'm just gonna have to get in there. Quit running. Uh-oh. Can this thing be frostbitten? I don't think so. What are you doing? Oh, that. It's doing it to me. Yep. Get out of that. Where is it? There it is. Oh no. That might kill me. Please don't. Woo. All right. Heal. All right. We're okay. Okay, that did a lot of damage. Okay, it's gonna try doing the circle again. Yeah, I wasn't able to get out of it in time. No. I refuse to die like that. Oh, it got me in a stun lock. Ugh. So close. So close to a first try on Elden Beast. Alright. And yes, for those wondering that haven't played Elden Ring, that means I have to fight both of them again. So I am, this time to speed things along, I am going to summon Teach ahead of time. I also learned that the Great Arrow spell is fantastic against this guy, so, or Elven Beast. So I'm probably going to use that as well. Hey bud, how's it going? Gonna have to redo my sword. It's been kind of styling on me. That's good. The only downside to this is that he likes to change targets a lot now. Always roll that one. All right. Oh, targeted her instead. Okay. All right. Chug a potion. Chug the other potion. Seen this already. That was perfect. That couldn't have gone better if I wanted it to. That definitely could have. That was unfortunate. Olga doesn't do a lot of damage, but she is consistent at least. Loodle would do next to no damage, but would probably survive better than any of the other two. Teach is definitely the damage dealer, but I don't know how well she'll survive the first phase is the thing. First phase being Radigan. But I'll give it a shot. All right. All right, Teach, let's have some fun. It wasn't the blast from the lightning bolt that got me, it was the teleport afterwards. I wonder if you can avoid the teleport damage by jumping. You'd have to be... Granted, you'd have to essentially predict a teleport, which is not easy. But... interestingly enough, Teach doesn't really take any damage from Radagon. I would have expected her to take quite a bit, but surprisingly, no. I guess. God, that ground, like, array that he does, that does so much damage. It's not too big of a deal, though, so... Now the fun of it is I have to get used to doing this fight with Radigan being distracted part of the time, which can ironically make it harder. Simply because it makes him harder to predict. Get to him in time. That's okay. Teach took very minimal damage, too. That's also very good. Means she should be here for the whole fight. Also, I was just falling from the sky for a moment. Interesting. Oh, camera. Uh-oh. Ooh, ow, ow, ow. Bring that back up. I think this always goes for me. I'm not sure though. Yep. Okay, he got me with it anyway. I don't like that. Okay, I'm just barely fast enough to avoid that. Good. Wasn't expecting the complete runaround on that one. That's gonna hurt. not that attack. This attack is just obnoxious. Guess it just keeps going. Come on, I just need you to hold still for like 5 seconds. And not do that. I ran out of stamina. Do that one more time. Okay, what are you doing? Oh, you're doing the ring. Alright. Am I far enough away to avoid this? Yes, I am. Fat. Oh, that is so unfair. Ugh. So many things to keep track of with this boss. That's okay, though. With Teach, I can get back to that part of the fight fairly quickly. I will definitely be using the laser, though. That did an absurd amount of damage to him. I think I'll also save the flask for that phase, too. So it'll be just Teach and myself for the first phase. Playing a dangerous game with that one. Okay. Second phase. Speedy takedown for being way more aggressive than I should have. Hey there. Alright, where's it going? All the way over there. Almost got me with that again. Not quite, though. The problem with this fight is the camera. That's the worst part of this fight. Alright, let's do in circles again. Okay. It's fine. And it's all the way over there. It's doing that attack. It's a good thing I have a lot of stamina. Didn't mean to do that, but... And that time I just couldn't tell what was happening. That is... Yeah. Yeah, that is the problem with big bosses in Souls games, is locking on is not always the best option. Sometimes it's nice for like when he gets really far away, but when he's up close, it can both help and hinder. It's just entirely dependent on the context of the situation. Could have gone worse. That was unfortunate. Okay. Back to phase 2. Want to get an Elden Moon off, or a Dark Moon off on this thing, just for the extra magic damage. If it can just not move halfway across the planet. It's unfortunate. Yeah, Midir and King of the Storms are both good examples of that. I do love the giant bosses that FromSoft makes, because they always look amazing, but sometimes the mechanics, or, well, not even so much the mechanics, it really is just the camera. Like, they haven't, and I don't know if they ever will, figure out a way to do, like, lock-on camera for big bosses properly. As I feel like the easiest way to do it would just have it be where when you're locked onto a giant boss, it zooms out some, in a way. It kind of just gives you a more pulled out perspective. But it is what it is. Also, I hate it when people leave messages right in the front of the door, because then if you go to swap stuff while entering, you can't. No, that was too early. All right. Wasn't quite far enough out of the way. Oh, that was out. There we go. Alright, prep for second phase. Let's do that now. Okay. Not the greatest. Could be worse, but not the greatest. So... there we go. Take a swig. It's going for ring attack. Stand still until it starts. Or not. Oh, it's going after her this time. Okay. Where is he? All the way over there. Just keep running. Last one got me. Slightly too early on it. That's gonna hit. Oh no, it went for her instead. That time it went for me. I'm not bothering to charge this, just because I don't think I'd have the time to, if I'm being entirely honest. Mostly because of stuff like that. God, it is hard to see this boss sometimes. And even get near it. The big one, not the small one. I really wish they let you use Torrent in this room. Because this is a long way to run to be able to hit him twice. This attack. I hate this thing. It's a good thing I was already running. It's still clipping me though. And there goes Teach. At least I have enough time to do that. I think this is gonna be a death. Oh, there's a fog wall. I found the edge of the map. Where is it? There it is. And that still managed to get me. Well, I'm definitely dead now. Takes a decent amount of damage from magic. It's just hard to get the opportunity to actually do it, is the thing. Like, I do chunk him for quite a bit per magic use, but it's just not getting bodied in the process that's difficult. Let's see. I want that set up for when we go back in against Elden Beast. Each does consistently work as a good distraction, though, so... She's also great for just clearing this fight early. That's gonna cause a cutscene death, I think. Oh, no, it didn't that time. Okay. That was very unfortunate. I got staggered by the... I think it was the explosion on one of the hammer hits. That time. At least I think that's what happened. There was like 4 different things that happened at once there. Yeah, that's aimed at me. Oh, I did the thing where I thought I had my shield out. I hate it when I do that. It's not a huge deal because it was in the first phase, which is rad again, but I do hate it when I do that, because I sometimes forget that I have the staff out. Thankfully, when I do something stupid like that, at least this phase goes quickly. Swapped to me. Well, this is unfortunate. I lived anyway. I feel like I don't deserve to live from that, but... Okay. Nice little finisher. All right. Back to phase 2. kind of behind this guy so that I can do this safely. Unless he just surfs away from it, because he can do that. Most don't reach that far. Yeah, I think I basically have to use the bow for this. Alright, and you're, yep, behind me. So of course you are. Now what are you doing? Yeah, you're doing that now. I really do hate you. Nope, that was too early. At least he didn't follow it up, though. That's the stupid star bolt attack. I hate how long that attack lasts. Is it still chasing me? Get the stamina back and keep running, because that... I can't see the boss at the moment. There we go. Avoided the first part, got hit by the second. That's okay. Even Teach has trouble keeping up with this boss. I can't see what's happening. Even without being locked on, I couldn't see what was happening there. Ugh. The duality of large bosses. You can't really hurt them without getting close to them, but you can't really see what you're doing when you do. Or what they're doing, for that matter. If I thought I could keep the Elden Beast in place long enough, I would consider using the magic tier for the flask, but I don't think I'd be able to keep it in place long enough for it to be worth it. Not doing too bad. That still hit me. Unfortunate. Could have been worse, though. Uh-oh. Okay, I still managed to avoid it. That's good. And it's doing... Oh, no, it's doing the explosion. That still got me. I rolled too early there. And he's all the way over there. What is he doing? Rings? Okay. Rings is fine. Rings is not that bad. And he's back over there. Okay. I'm gonna reset this. God, I wish you didn't move so much. Oh. I'm stuck in the middle of a roll animation still. I do plenty of damage. I just have trouble keeping up with him. I think that is the one generally consistent issue with this boss fight, is just... it's hard to keep up with it. It moves so far. It's not that it moves a lot, it's just that it moves really, really far. Which is why a lot of people feel like we should have been able to ride Torrent for this fight. Like, we should have been able to use Torrent in this fight, but you're just not allowed to. Back to Elden Beast again. It's going over there. That still hit me. And all the way over there now. At least that is only considered physical damage. For some strange reason. Alright, that's rings. Alright, where is it? All the way on the other side of the map. And it's done that again. Wish it hadn't. Went all the way over there with that lunge. Okay, we're doing alright. Could be better, but we're doing alright. This'll probably be the triple rings, I would assume. Yep, that was the triple rings I didn't get out of the third one. Gonna heal. That killed me from full health. Plus a block. So either A, that does an absolutely insane amount of physical damage, or B, it's like 90% incantation or faith damage. Holy damage. Yeah, that's the one I'm looking for. So much running in the second phase. So much running. I think I am going to go for a couple, like, cheeky lasers on the second phase if I can. Take every opportunity it gives me. Granted, that's pretending I can get that far. Ugh. That was just bad timing. Could have only gone for one swing, not two. I think on the next one I might swap out the damage bubble for the magic part, for the magic buff. All right. Oh yeah. Before I run up there again, let's swap. Let's see, no. Can I even? Yeah, I'm already at. Most of the time, it's not because I'm running out of healing anymore. It's not because I'm running out of healing. It's not even really running out of magic either. But I'll leave it. Let's see. Oh, not that. Yeah, let's drop that buff for... Do I want just straight magic damage buff, or do I want about 15 seconds of unlimited magic? We'll try this one. If I don't think the unlimited magic thing is going to help much, then I'll probably swap to just the straight magic damage buff. Because I think that lasts as long as the HP regeneration one does, which that lasts about 2 minutes. So that might be more worth it. Just depends, though. That's still got me. Interesting. That hit me. That's okay. I actually have to do something really quick. For those of you that don't know, that are new, I live on top of a mountain. I don't have standard power, so I have to use a generator part of the time to supplement that. And while I don't have to start it immediately, I would rather start it now so that I don't have to rush out in the middle of another fight, especially one where I might be winning. So I will be right back, like 2, maybe 3 minutes, and then we will keep going. So I will see you all again in a moment. Okay, we're back. Generator is going. Don't have to worry about power going out midstream now. So. Away we go, back to the races. Hopefully this time. Hopefully this time. Alright. Phase 2. Okay, that would have been good if the fire didn't do a second hit. That would have actually been great. So if I can get it to hold still for a moment again like that, after I get out of the way of that initial fire breath, I can probably fire magic laser for the full 10 or 15 seconds that it gives me. So that will be extremely good. I just have to get an opening for it, is all. Getting the opening is the hard part. It doesn't look like Radagon's gonna be felt like giving me very many openings that time. He was a very focused lad that time. Very focused. Back in we go. That's the grab. And it outright killed me. Very nice. Wonder why it didn't kill me the one time. Might have been because he got me right in the middle of an attack, but... Well, no, I had finished attacking, so that shouldn't be it. I guess there might be a sliding scale for the damage for that attack, depending on certain circumstances. took a little bit more than I would have liked. Okay, don't want to use that right away. Gotta get to it at an angle from this boy before I use that. I hate this thing for that. I just wasted this. Well, that's a wasted flask. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to go for the magic damage buff instead. The perspective on this fight is also very hard, because I feel like I should be out of range for what I was just doing, but I was in range. And yep, other side. Almost death. Okay, come on. What are you doing? Oh, not that. I hate that. Just constant needling damage. Almost there. Okay. That's good. Take this opportunity to do that. Where's it at? There it is. Oh, I rolled too early. That's fine. That's not good. Mostly because of that. I'm gonna have to drink to make sure I don't die to something. Like that. Okay, come on, we're almost there. Nope, not this time. Almost. Almost. first part of that getting me is what ruined it. I really hate that attack in particular because locking on doesn't really help, and being unlocked doesn't help. So there's not really any good solution to that attack except just hope you roll at the right time. Which sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. That said, if we can do about that good next time, this run should be it if we can manage to do that again. There we go. That's the grab. I'm dead. Yep. The roll timing on that is very rough when you're far away from him. I think it's just after he starts moving, but it could be just before. And it also depends on how far away from you he is too, so there's that. Well, at least he didn't hit me with the actual grab. Oh, he went for the double lightning spear there. That was unfortunate. I didn't get to him in time for the backstab. Would have been nice, but it was a little bit too slow on the recovery from the heavy swing. It does take about 4 to 5 of them, depending on what I'm doing, though. So at least that's consistent. I think that's the first time we've seen the kick. And for some reason that time it just didn't give it to me. Oh, it ran out. Well, that's okay though, Teach got it. So it works. Okay. to phase 2. Just kind of bait out the fire. I need to wait until it's focused on Teach specifically in order to do the other thing. Well, that's unfortunate, but I'm taking it anyway. Well, it was a decent amount of damage. Not as much as I would have liked, but that did chunk it down very quickly, so that'll help. That attack again. I really hate that attack. What even hit me that time? I'm gonna be honest, I'm legitimately confused about what hit me that time. I know he was doing the sword attack, but there was no projectile. I'll chalk that one up to the game being weird and making the projectile invisible for some reason. Too early that time. That's okay. Okay. Counter hit damage. That normally wouldn't have killed me because I was just finishing an attack animation. I think it gets like a 1.5 multiplier to the damage. That is very unfortunate. Because that otherwise would have been a fairly clean first phase. Alright. Let's go again. Oh, that was bad timing on my part. Now I can't really do anything until he's distracted again. Which he's not. There he goes. Okay. just before he did it. That's fine, that works. I will take it. Alright. Back to Elden Beast. Doing a pretty solid almost 1,200 a hit. Please last until... Yeah, no, that's Steph. Because there's a wall there. No stamina to roll it. The combo attacks that he has are obnoxious. Not impossible to deal with, just obnoxious. It's okay, though. Could be doing much worse. That attack is the worst one he has. The holy damage field. On one hand, I do feel like these two should have been separated to a degree. Like maybe by like an actual zone change or something like that, where you have to, like, where there's a grace in between the two. On the other hand, I understand why, because Radagon by himself isn't that bad, and Elden Beast by itself isn't that bad. It's doing both of them in a row that makes them difficult. It's the endurance of the fight that makes it challenging, not the actual bosses themselves so much. Honestly, worth it. secondary explosion there, not the main one. There we go. Alright. 7 pots going into phase 2. That should be fine. Now I have to start running. Hope he doesn't do something that can hit me. Or just randomly switch targets like that. Okay, that's rings. Or at least in this part, a ring. And there he is. Oh, I hate that one. That's okay, I dodged most of it. Switch targets last second. It's gonna be going after me. Okay. Take a swig before he gets out. Okay, that's spread out much more than I expected it to. Need a drink. Backing up because of that attack. Going forward. Also because of that attack. There we go. Finally. Thank you, Teach, for being the best summon a guy could ask for. Alright, that is the Elden Beast finally done. And now it's the end of the game. I held onto 1 rune arc, just for that. And while I don't really have to do that, I'm going to. No, equip both of those, because I don't really need them anymore. And, yeah, I'll throw the turtle back on. Okay. Well, that's the bosses, and yeah, I'll save any final thoughts and anything for while the credits are rolling. You can just kind of like topic discuss during that, I suppose. But let's go ahead and get our ending.
The battle is over, I see.
Thank you.
I do solemnly swear to every living being and every living soul. Now cometh the age of the stars. 1,000-year voyage under the wisdom of the moon. Here beginneth the chill night that encompasses all, reaching the great beyond. Into fear, doubt, and loneliness, as the path stretcheth into darkness. Let us go together. My dear consort eternal.
Okay, and that is Elden Ring. It was a very good time. I enjoyed my first playthrough of it right after I got the game, and 3 others at this point. This one is technically the 5th full playthrough of the game that I've done, and I adore it each time because you can go through this game. I mean, I've gone through it 5 times. I'm sure there's people that have gone through it dozens of times at this point and still find new things to do, new things to see, new things to try out, like whether it's a weapon or a build or a piece of armor or something like that. It doesn't really matter too much, but there's always something new to do or see. And the story itself is extremely good. Sometimes a little hard to follow depending on how much you're paying attention, but yeah, well, and how should I put this? The game itself, like, the combat mechanics and stuff are really good. It's the most refined a Souls game has ever been, as far as like combat mechanics and stuff go. It's the most refined it's ever been. The world itself is built extremely well. Like, there's an immense amount of stuff in this world. It is actually kind of mind-boggling just how much work they put into this game and how detailed the world is. Most large open world games feel kind of empty. They feel kind of lacking in substance, I guess. Elden Ring doesn't. Everywhere you go, everything you do, there is something contextual to the world or the story that's going on, and it feels populated. There's not really ever a point where you're wandering through an area and it's just absolutely nothing, which is really nice. The diversity of the locations and the enemies that you fight is also really good. It has a lot to offer, and if you do play video games, if you do, enjoy RPGs or just well-crafted stories and worlds and stuff like that, I would wholeheartedly recommend it if you can get it. Like, whether it's on PC or Xbox or PlayStation or what have you. Whatever you can get it on, I would wholeheartedly recommend it because it's worth it. It really is. And then as far as the ending we just got, that one was specific to Ronnie. So if you do if you do Ronnie's quest line, that is an optional ending that you get. You can choose to do that ending once you've done all of Ronnie's stuff. So, yeah, it's a good time, and I'm glad everybody was here to enjoy it with me and everything. I'm gonna go ahead and skip the remainder of that. Let's see. Do you want to start your journey on phase 2? No, not right now. So, okay, I'm just gonna rest here. But yeah, this has been Elden Ring. Next week we'll be starting on Bloodborne, so look forward to that. Bloodborne will be a really good time. I'm looking forward to starting on Bloodborne. It'll be nice to go back to that after it's been so long since I last played it. So you have that to look forward to. Wednesday, I will, should everything permit, I will stream Wednesday as well if I can. As usual, I will notify stuff on the Twitter if things change or stuff comes up or whatever, or if there's an impromptu stream or something like that. Just as a secondary thing aside from, the Twitch notifications that go out. So there's also that. Other than that, I think that is it. So we will pick up next week, and I will see you all then. Have a good night.